I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Mic check. 1, 2. I love it when they like, oh, you really on this music. It's just always jumping. I know it's something that's really got me feeling it. Ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like, ooh, who is this? Bar said part not beat is thick. Used to taste all dollar bills, but now that paper trail's eroded. I've been flowing. Some bitch streaming. Be like water. Come and see me. More specific, the Pacific with the way that I've been living. Accumulating condensation. The way this hit's been dripping. I should make my own submission to the list of shit that's missing. Ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like, ooh, who is this? Bar said part not beat is thick. I mean like peanut butter. You get really jiffy with the whip. With the baddie at the table when I sit. Say they hate those Tuesdays, but they glad they had me when I tip. It don't matter where I'm at. I love reactions. Come get at me. Go ask Scooby if it's groovy. We get scrappy with these chappies. I ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like Bronny with this bit. Cut your bucket and assist. Just like porn stars with the lighter. How I'm flicking up this bit. Now that's the fire stick for those that didn't catch that flip. That's your nastiest type of flip. Is nicest passage word. It's just a lot of scratch your kind of wrist. I see the goal for golden wrist. Out here popping like some fizz or some pop or some jit. That heard this for the first time that realized the shit was lit. I ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of yet. Master of these vertebrae, these jellyfish they feeling. Since there's really just no telling if I'm feeling overzealous. Roger, not the rabbit, but got lettuce, carrots, and that cabbage. Man, you heard them, let them have it.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Leave the fan on in the bathroom cause they know exactly what happened. That's some defecating updating my status. I'm a master of this matter, not just matter, man, I'm with it. Tag, I'm coming with it, ooh, let that bitty drip, ooh. Some people cap when I step in the booth, I just go have a half with the class and the truth. Just a little dab when I'm adding the juice, at the jab and a drop in the hat, my dude. But a cap in the ass, but you go do, pew, pew, toot, toot, like the horn will do. Wait, what the fuck, what? Is this shit? I'm happy to rap like president do. It's a present to you when I present to you. Some line from the past, but it's present to you. Oh, there he goes. Look at you with the juice. Patch with the rock, but tomorrow with the moves. Either way, I'm a star. Got a sponge with me, dude. Little engine could. There he goes.
We are here. DJ, let me down a little lower. We are here. We made it to another day, y'all. We made it to another day. We made it to another day. So, the topic for today is, I wouldn't even call it a topic. I would just say, why do you feel like Wiz is wrong for how he shows affection to his son? And why do you feel like it? Okay. So, from my perspective, I'm looking at it from a dad that kisses his son. I kiss my sons in the lips. And it's more of a society thing. We look at everything with a grain of salt and try to make everything into a perverted situation. I can understand why some would say hearing it out loud sounds a lot worse than seeing it in action. But I feel like a lot of us go through that mode of we from that different cloth of where we are hell bent on trying to be a man's man, if that makes sense. You know, we gotta, our sons gotta be, what I'm saying, kicking ass and fucking bitches or talking about bitches, and that's our idea of a man, being dirty, scratching his balls, shit like that. Kissing your son doesn't per se make that not a reality. My sons work hard, they're boys. I just give them that extra affection. A lot of it is, and a lot of times people outside looking in don't realize that a lot of men that show that kind of affection to their kids is because they didn't receive that affection. You got some that follows that trend. It's like, yo, my daddy treated me like this, so I'm gonna treat my kids like this. And you got some that just like, I gotta break that trend. I'm that guy, and I feel like Wiz is that guy. That's like, whether he have a relationship with his dad or not, it was either I have a relationship with my dad as far as we talk every day, but we don't have he never given me no hugs or anything like that. And or I don't have a relationship with my dad. So now that I got my own son, I know how all that shit feels. I'm not gonna let my son feel that way. That's where I'm coming from with it. I tell people a lot of times, my dad was a man's man, and that's how he was raised me. You don't do these things. You don't, hugging boys, all that stuff right there. Like I couldn't, there were certain things that some would be like, yo, bro, they're kids. But my dad would be like, nah, we ain't doing that. So I can get that crowd of people that's just like, nah, we're not from that echelon of cloth. But I feel as though we get so caught up in that to where we don't realize that it's not even about how we was raised no more. It's how is that kid feeling about that? Now it's one thing if he was doing it and his kid was giving off bad vibes, then I can understand someone saying, hey man, something ain't right about this. But that's just an affectionate kiss. Son, give me some sugar. Or his son might have said, hey dad, can I get a kiss? What you gonna say? No, because I'm a man? No, man, you a boy. You don't kiss me. Give me some pound. You know what I'm saying? I've heard the excuse of, yeah, I'm afraid that my son will kiss another man and feel like it's okay because if I kiss him, that's how he's gonna feel. And I feel like we don't give our kids enough credit on the common sense totem pole. Because if that's the case, then when you got your daughters and you're sitting them on your lap, do you think about, you know what, I might need to put my daughter down because she might go sit on somebody else's lap? You ain't gonna think about that. Your first reaction is just, my kid want to sit on my lap, I'm gonna sit on my lap. My kid wants some kisses, I'm gonna give him some kisses. My kid want a hug, I'm gonna give him a hug. You're not thinking about, you're not thinking about what everybody else is going to think about it. You just thinking about it like, this is my kid. This is what they want. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up in the news. I'm reading all the comments. But, yeah, we get so caught up in how we was raised and how it looks to the point we just don't see, we don't take it for what it is. Our people was talking about, oh yeah, they got their eyes closed. And it's like, what, they're supposed to be staring at each other while they were kissing? I feel like that would be worse if you were looking right dead, locking your kid's eyes while you were kissing. You don't find that to be a little bit more creepier than them closing their eyes? I don't understand that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But we just got to do better, man. Us as men got to start normalizing being okay with showing our kids affection. And because we don't normalize it, and because we want to be men's, we want our kids to be so tough, and half the time it's a reverse effect. You look at a lot of men that are, homosexuals. A lot of them have fathers that were in their lives. You would be surprised at the rate of guys that actually have their fathers in their lives versus because we're outside looking in, we just know that, yeah, because he's like this because he was raised by a single mom. No, some of these people, some of these guys, some of them was raised on that principle of being a man's man to the point where it drew him away from not wanting to be a man at all. It's like, being a female is a whole lot better than what I'm going through now. So you got to be careful with that. Yeah, man, I got to teach my son how to do this. My son got to do that, this, that, and the third. Because while you teaching him that, you can also be scaring him into a point where he's like, I don't even want to be a man no more. If this is what it's going to take to be a man, I don't want to be a man no more. If I can't ask my dad for a hug or a kiss without him feeling like, oh, yeah, the neighbor's going to feel like we gay, then I'd rather just be I'd rather just be your daughter. Even though I'm a man, I'd rather be your daughter. At least it won't look as creepy, I guess. So we got to be careful with that. I don't feel like he's wrong. I'm looking at a few comments that's like, it just look nasty, but that's what I feel. I feel like we fell into that trap of feeling like, we fell into that trap into looking at things, and we go to pinpointing every little thing. Oh, his mouth look open. Yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? We make big things out of little small packages, and it's too much. It's too much, man. I'm at my limit. Again, once I get some sponsors and I get some people to, help me stretch out the podcast a little bit, we will be here a little bit longer. I have more to talk about and everything, but that was just a topic that I really wanted to get on. So I'll leave it with this. Fathers who are showing their kids affection, don't feel like because society says you don't or don't look right that you follow suit. Be a father. Love your kids. Show them affection. And reap the rewards of it. Alright? My name is Wiley D, and I want to thank everybody for listening. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And you know how I'ma end it. My guy, my bro, my G, James Hart. He gonna end it. He got me some music coming in for my outro. I'm waiting on my local artists to drop me, a few songs so I can put that into, my rotation. But for now, you know how we doing it.
Be formless.
Again, my name is Wiley D. This is my podcast.
Check.
Thank you for listening.
1, 2.
I'm
I
out.
love it when they like, oh, you really on this music. It's just always jumping out, know it's something that's really got me feeling it. Ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like, ooh, who is this? Bar said part that beat is thick. Used to taste all dollar bills, but now that paper trail's eroded. I've been flowing. Some bitch screaming. Be like water. Come and see me. More specific, the Pacific with the way that I've been living. Accumulating condensation, the way this hit's been dripping. I should make my own submission to the list of shit that's missing. Ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like, ooh, who is this? Bar said part that beat is thick. I mean like peanut butter. You get really jiffy with the whip. With the baddie at the table when I sit. Say they hate those Tuesdays, but they glad they had me when I tip. It don't matter where I'm at. I love reactions. Come get at me. Go ask Scooby if it's groovy. We get scrappy with these chappies. I ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of. Be like Bronny with this bit. Cut your bucket and assist. Just like porn stars with the lighter. How I'm flicking up this bit. Now that's the fire stick for those that didn't catch that flip. That's your nastiest type of flip. As nice as passes word. It's just a lotto scratcher kind of wrist. I see the go for gold the wrist. Out here popping like some fizz or some pop or some jit. That heard this for the first time that realized the shit was lit. I ain't tripping on no competition. My rendition's lit. So then I follow up with some stuff they haven't heard of yet. Master of these vertebrates, these jellyfish, they flailing. Since there's really just no telling if I'm feeling overzealous. Roger, not the rabbit, but got lettuce, carrots, and that cabbage. Man, you heard them, let them have it.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Leave the fan on in the bathroom cause they know exactly what happened. That's some defecation, updating my status. I'm a master of this matter, not just matter, man, I'm with it. Tag, I'm coming with it, ooh, let that bitty drip, ooh. Some people cap when I step in the booth, I just go have a half with the class and the truth. Just a little dab when I'm adding the juice at the jab and I'm dropping the hat, my dude, but a cap in the ass, but you go